show it our love? If you really have it, do you have to say anything at all? To fight about it? No. Because if you really have love, you're not fighting about that. You're sitting with it, listening to this, in love with the sound. That's life talking to you now. Recognizing itself with itself as itself. The whole self and nothing but that self, Not to talk about it or fight over that. Now it's obvious. That's me. That's you. That's all I see. So, how do you show love when you have it? By recognizing it in all things. After you've done that, we're content to be with it as we are, not to question. The silence that brings contentment, it's joy. We don't fight over the history of our beautiful ones in the streets of Troy. We're not confused about its pattern or what that means to us now. We love the symbols. We don't fight over it because that's love. We know how. If you're still fighting, you're lost in the pages of someone else's book. Take a look, Reading Rainbow. If you can do that the way that God does it, again, you're happy now. So anyone else not in that characteristic of the mind is either like myself, just remembering at this time, or we've known the whole time, and the reason we're talking is because you forgot how to love. So if I had to make corrections for myself, it would be because I know what that is. I also know when I don't have it, which is obvious. When you lie to me with your silence or your words, both of them speak to me just the same. Except for one thing. If you were silently content, I'd only hear from you when you miss me. If I don't hear from you, silently content, there's either two reasons for that. A, you don't miss me, because you don't. Or you don't miss me, because you don't. So either way, we are content with our silence. Now, here's the fun part. If you really love yourself enough, you will sit silent with that too. Just don't be the one sitting so silent that you have to wake up one day and realize that wasn't love with you. Because your silence isn't a value of what you've learned if what you learn is to be alone, loving silence with you. If that's all you learned, why are we talking about it? Why do you fight over it? How did you lose it to talk about it at that level? Why does it matter today? Whose war are you still fighting? Why does it matter to them now? How did they not realize the truth? Also, wow. Stop talking to these people as if we do not know the difference between real love, contently in our silence, and why this real love contend with its silence at times comes out of its silence content to say what I'm saying as well. I am. That is real love. To know when to speak, not to speak, how to speak when we speak, and why we don't speak, and when we don't speak, why we do that also. If you needed all of that information from me, personally, that could be, might be, most probably, it is a problem. I have your solution. Talk. That's what words are for. See? I made positive out of silence, positive out of voice, positive out of the negative, with my free choice. Yay! Because I have it. And I love my free choice most when it's not being challenged by society and the questions. So again, if I'm content with it, and you've questioned me about my happiness, that's because you didn't find it, and it seems to be a problem for you that I sit silent with mine while you continue to word vomit your way through life to get to this moment that I just gave you now. To realize sometimes words are good. So if I'm going to give you something, it won't be word vomit. It'll be something good for you to digest. Meaning, I didn't digest it already and throw it out. I digested it, processed this, already took care of the bad part, and here are the results. I didn't halfway digest my thoughts and throw them back up at you. I thought about it. I took the time to process it. I gave you beautiful information in a very beautiful way. Now I can sit silent, content, and know that is enough. That is love. Using voice, no voice, discernment, being frugal with my energy, and learning from my truth. We have it. There it is. That, and the next time someone takes my silence from me with their rudeness, I'm going to silently give you your answer. Thanks.